Welcome to August. I love saying that. Welcome you to the beginning of a month that we can be together. Hi, my friend. I'm Pat Sloan. And today we have the top of the Evergreen. The top row, the next row. There are 5 parts, and the last part is the border, but the next is today is the top. I'm going to go over some other things that go on in August first, and then we will do that. So what is going on in August? It is Pie Day. Pie Day. Every day should be Pie Day, right? So I got out my farmer's market quilt because where are they? Pies. There's pies on my farmer's market quilt. It is also Peach Day. So what do I have? I have peaches on my farmer's market quilt. This is one of my all-time favorite quilts. And I love that it is a great size that I can hang it up whenever I want to. It is from my Teach Me to Applique book. There you can see it on the back. So for those of you who have this book, you have the pattern for my farmer's market. So if you have quilts with any of these themed things today, because there's a few more of them, so keep track. I'll do a little recap after I list them all. Okay, what else is happening? It is Spider-Man Day. I know there are some Spidey quilts out there. My great nephew was really into Spider-Man as a little kid. It was so cute. He was like all the time with the spider noises. What else do we have? It is Golf Day. So there are a lot of quilters who golf. Some of our ambassadors golf. And so if you have golf quilts, golf related quilts, they can be the fabric or the images. I'm going to share those. So that would be peaches and golf and pies and Spider-Man. So the first day of the month is always like that. There's tons of different fun things to celebrate. But the last one I think is a pretty cool one. It is always celebrated on August 1st, Planner Day, the planners that we use to keep track of things. Okay, so I wrote this down, that the first planner was documented to have been used in 1773. Wow, I didn't realize. I guess the people tracked stuff, but to actually use a planner type activity was back that far. The other one that I love is the Franklin planner. How many of you used a Franklin planner? Those came out in 1984, and I was in the corporate world, and that was my lifeline, carrying my planner with me until I left that industry to start my business. I had a big, thick paper planner. Nowadays, I do everything on the computer, and I am just this year using this planner to track what I've sewn every day and adding fun little stickers and stuff and just sort of writing notes so that I can open this up and see kind of what I've done for the month. So I think that is pretty cool. I've been loving doing that. Okay, our Christmas. I'm going to make the Christmas block, and then after that, and I'll show it to you, but after that, I have just a bunch of things that I was working on, and I want to show you all of those, and kind of like I was sort of filming as I went. But we'll do Christmas first. The 4th week for Evergreen Quilt Along is a topper, a tree topper. Okay, so I'm not going to go show you all the fabrics and everything because I'm just picking one. Red, everything red. Here is my tree topper. Isn't that cute? Isn't that a cute block? It ends up being it's a 6-inch block finished, and it is nice because it's actually kind of forgiving. There's not, it's not crazy where they meet here, where these points meet at this vertical. They're not meeting at the point, they're meeting further down. Brilliant, right? So it is nice and forgiving for a 6-inch block that has a lot of pieces. So let's see how mine looks. Oh, so darling. So darling. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so I collected a group of your tree parts up until here, minus that. So let's take a look. Here we go. Here are your trees up until the topper. This is Becky's, and I love that plaid. Look at the plaids. She's got red plaids and so that black plaid with a snowflake, the bottom present. That is a darling fabric. Cindy did hers with a lighter green, and look at the swirls that goes with it. It looks like they're probably a companion. And the stripes for the pinwheels on the cranberries and popcorn section, and a polka dot present. Love that. Darlene's is beautiful. She has some fun fabrics on the presents, and I think I see some peppermints on the pinwheels. So cute, and can't wait to see what everybody does with their toppers. Here is Deborah's, another with a little bit lighter green. She's got a plaid present. Pinwheels are more peppermints, a different kind of peppermint fabric. I like that. I may have had that fabric. Denise's, oh, look how pretty this is. She did a lot of fussy cutting on those baubles at the top. Aren't they gorgeous? And look at that present at the bottom with a great big paisley flower. Elaine's is so sweet. Look at the mittens for the present. That's so cute. And there's a Santa up in the baubles. Gotta love a Santa. And let's see, who do we have? Karen is in 3 parts. So we have I grabbed all 3 of her sections. I don't have one together yet, but she has, look at the cute, the nutcrackers, and she's on aqua. And here's the middle section. And look at that background fabric of the houses, the scenery, the winter scenery. It is divine. And her baubles at the top. She's got some ornaments fussy cut. How cute is that? And a gingerbread man and a candy cane. I love that fabric. Carla's is so pretty. Another with a really light green tree with a darker contrast. Plaid pinwheels. Super, super cute. Let's see, Kendall's here. I love it. Ho, ho, ho. Look at the present. That is great. And that the sort of argyle presents, I love those too. Love, love, love it all. And you can see some of his grunge on the bolts up there. Super nice. Christine, look at the fun fabric she has in the presents down there. That looks like real wrapping paper, doesn't it? Wouldn't you buy that wrapping paper for your Christmas presents? She also fussy cut some baubles up at the top. Laura's just sparkles. That yellow in there is wonderful. It really does look good and just sort of makes it in that center. Leanne's is so pretty. She's got a sort of a beautiful, at the bottom, beautiful poinsettia. There's the word. I need my Christmas words. Where's my Christmas words? Gorgeous poinsettia fabric, and I love, love them. Leslie Ann, look at this neat version she's doing with a pink tree and that sort of grungy, teal and browns for the background. It is so cool. Marsha's has darling snowmen. Look at the bottom, the little snowmen on the presents. And then at the top, on the baubles, there is Santa. Bunch of you found cool Santas. Melissa's is another one with a fun tree color. She has aqua, and then the bottom section of the tree there is that navy with aqua in it. That's so good. And then another pink background. I just love it. Love the variations. Patty's is awesome. More peppermints on that bottom present. She's got some baubles in her, some ornaments in her baubles. So you guys did good finding ornaments. I didn't even think of that. I don't know if I have any ornament fabric. Who do we have here? Robin's. Robin now look at this tree. Just stop. How cute is this? It's got tree fabric. So it's got like the branches of the tree. Look at that. So cute. And candy canes. That is darling. Ruth as a lighter tree. I love that sort of a spruce green. It is so pretty. Really, really pretty. Okay, just a couple more. Sarah, look at that. I love the presents, that fabric. And then the plaid. Look how cool the plaid is with the striped pinwheels. And we have Sharon's to round it out. And she has another really cool tree fabric that gives that motion that really does look like tree branches. All right, everybody, you knocked it out of the park. Let's put those stars on the top. Here is mine straight on, and you can see it at my website today. I did a blog post, so it looks so good. Loved working with this fabric line. So I too had some stuff I could fussy cut with that angel fabric and pine cones. See, my green has the pine cones. Yeah, we still have one more week, so it will be the border. Okay, love it. So fun to see all of yours. Thank you so much for sharing them. And I know you're going to make this last block and just go zipping your projects out onto my Quilt Along with Pat Sloan page at Facebook. Okay, in the mail, I had a thank you card from Diane, and she was the one who got the book. What was it called again? The book that was donated by one of our friends, Home for the Holidays, and then one of my t-shirts, and a notebook. So she is enjoying those. I also got something from Sandy in Florida, and look how sweet, look how cute this card is. I mean, it's tiny. Don't we all love tiny things, and look how sweet it is. Cute. But inside, along with that darling little card, came the mushroom mug. Oh, you know what? I think I'm turning into the crazy mushroom lady. I just love it. Love, love, love it. Mwah, mwah. I can't wait to use, I'm going to use it for coffee tomorrow. So cute. Okay, and also Alaska Melody. And I know many of you, Melody is a super active friend in our group, Quilt Along with Pat Sloan, and she's always helping people all the time. And she has sent me just a wonderful assortment of things, starting out with a card that has the photograph that she took. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, it's mushrooms, and they're red. Red mushrooms. See, the mug was red mushrooms, because that's the only color mushrooms should be, right? But she's also wants to be sure that I get the abbreviation proper for the state of Alaska. Alaska Melody, you know, it's in Alaska, AK, okay. All right, I'm gonna bed that in my head. She sent me some cute stickers, which I am going to use for August, Melody. I'm gonna put them in my August journal. Oh, there's some other ones on the back. Pie, it's got pie. How darling is that? And then she found some other cute fabrics. One has some animals, because she said this might actually fit in a space or somewhere in one of the critter quilts. Look at that. Look, the moose. Yeah, the moose and the geese and everything. Then she also found this panel. I'm saving the best one for last. She found this cute panel, and it has the Alaska train on it. She says she was thinking of Greg. Isn't that sweet? And then, all right, spam, 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 spam. She said Alaska and Hawaii lead the nation in the consumption of spam. I knew Alaska, but I mean, I knew my Hawaii did, but I didn't know Alaska was right up there with them. So look how cute that is. I just love it. Love those novelty prints. All right, the other day, which was, I don't know, I think I was doing this on Thursday or something. After the video, I decided like I just got on a roll, and I was going to go through and sort of get a whole bunch of stuff sort of moved forward project-wise. And so let's take a look at what I did. Thursday afternoon, I decided not to do any more filming, but to sort of work through some of this stuff. So what is this? This is the backing for the crab quilt, crab table runner. See, there's crab table runner. So I've got a backing, and I have to clean my machine, and I've got binding for that. Plus, I am going to cut the backing for this. I will then get batting for the Halloween. Remember the Halloween? Yes. Cuteness, cuteness, cuteness. Okay, so I have to pick a backing for this. All right, come on, fingers. And I've got the binding, which I showed you, but I need to press it, and then you know, the backing, and then I'm going to do batting for this and the table runner. After that, I will piece the backing for the summer memories, and then under here, Mikasa is back, so I'm going to trim that and get the binding for it. So that is my Thursday afternoon. Instead of filming, I will be getting all that done. When pressing this scrappy binding for the, I'm going to be pressing over just one side, 1/4 inch, eyeballing it, but I am going to press it flat first, because right now everything is just sewn together, and I didn't even trim that one. Missed one, didn't trim. But I don't want to start pressing it over and get to these and think, oh, I can just press over and press that seam at the same time. I want to press it all flat first, and then I'll go back and do this seam. Okay, I am going to use some of the backing, some of the fabrics for the backing of the spooky quilt. Ooh, what do I use? Oh, look here. Here's some stuff for the part center. So I'm going to get those out. So it's about, I need about like 36, like 36 by 36, something like that for the backing. And I'm going to use some of these that I'm just not, maybe I'm not wanting to keep, like purple eyeballs. And so these are fat quarters. So I'm going to have like 4 of them, I think. We'll see. So like I adore the purples. Let's just pull the purples and use purples, and maybe some of the blacks. Like, okay, these two, they're just not my faves. Not my faves. So that gives me 4. So I can alternate the, gray and the purples like that, and then see what else I need. There's a lightning bolt I could add in there. That's not another one. That's not my fave. I don't need to. There's these shocking pinks. Like that lightning bolt is a shocking pink. Shocking. Okay, let me see what I can do with the, oh, there's a shocking, another lightning bolt with green. Look at that. Fluorescent. Let me see what I can piece together with this. Speaking of shocking, I had this up on the wall to look at it, and look at this. Look at that. That's horrid. So the seam came open, and I didn't catch it, and I sewed that border on. So I've got to unsew right in here, fix this seam, and sew that back up. I probably only need to unsew about this far. I don't have to go out to the end or anything crazy like that. Just unsew this far, lock that, sew that seam back up firm. Crazy. That's shocking. There we go. I just needed 4 of them. I'm going to quilt this on the machine, so I don't need a ton of extra. It's more than I need, so I'll probably just trim it so it's kind of even on the back. So that's pretty cute. And then I fixed wherever it was up here that I needed to fix. See, now I can't even remember where it was. What was it, this one? Anyway, got it all fixed. So now I can cut batting for that. I already had the binding, and I've got the backing and the binding for the crab done. So these two just need batting next. Okay, keep them moving. Next is to empty this bin so that I can clean off the Halloween and put something else in here. I need to separate these. I'm going to separate them to Halloween and non-Halloween so that I can go ahead and sort them in with my regular fabrics. This is a group, this will be a charity pile for the charity group to use. So that is, I'm just going to do this quick. I'm just going to first make the pile that is not Halloween or Halloweenish at all. This is candy, so I'm going to put that over there. This has got the eyeballs. There's so little of this, I'm probably just going to cut it into my scraps. So there's a lot of this line that doesn't read, mushrooms, doesn't read so much Halloween. There's a Halloween one. Definitely the bats. Okay, the bats. No. This one, I think, I love the color, but I'm just not into the tombstones and the skull, so I'm just going to go ahead and let them go. This pile, this is the non-Halloween pile. So Yeah, and these, I have a project that I might do. Well, I want to do it someday, but it's handwork, a lot of handwork, but it needs some tiny prints. And so I'm going to look at these and put some of them with that. So these owls really aren't Halloween, are they? No, 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 no. Here's the rest in peace. Okay, do I keep the pink rest in peace? I am, for that other quilt, because it has pinks and purples. And so I think it needs to go. Some of these, I'm going to go back through them. Some of these will go over in that project. Now I kept the trees in white because I really like them in the white. Here's some more eyeballs. I might just put those here for that other project. And the owls. And now this bin can be empty and I can put another project in it and clean it off. And I'll go through these. This will go to the charity, and I'll go through these two and see what bins they can go in to be put away for now. So all of that was going on, sort of accumulated into this, where I have, this is heavy. This is heavy. I can't believe I can hold that stack like that of all that stuff. So what I've got, just a synopsis, I have got binding for the Sweet Childhood Memories, binding for the Halloween Mystery, binding for the Crab Runner. Here is the Halloween Mystery with its backing that I showed you, the Crab Runner, which has batting in it. Here is more batting to get the Halloween one done. And then I got binding on, I got binding on my March quilt. I'll have to show you these in the next day or so. The March quilt, I have quilting back, but no binding yet for the Mikasa. Here is a Sweet Childhood Memory. And down here, ready to go in the mail any day, is Bountiful, off to the Fat Quarter Shop. Yes, you'll get to see that on the Bountiful Charity Day, which is coming up soon in August, the last day. Okay, so all these things, that was a lot. That was a lot. Oh, and on the chicken salad there, chicken salad quilt, I added that you need 2 yards of background. That is what the Fat Quarter Shop used when they did the pieced quilt version. Get 2 yards, so you'll be good then. That's on the project page. Okay, my friend. Holy moly, there you go. We've got a topper. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.